Hey pretty gang, welcome to today's video. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe, like, and comment down below on videos that you would like to see. This series of my channel will basically be like nail tutorials, journeys on my nail journey, and stuff like that. Anything nail related will be through this series. If you have any ideas on what videos I should do, please comment down below and let me know, and I would love to hear what you guys would like to see. So on today's video, we're gonna do shaping. Now shaping has been a kind of difficulty for me. I'm finally kind of starting to get the hang of it, but we're gonna see how it goes from there. As you can see, I have my practice hand. I purchased this practice hand from my local beauty supply. Well, not beauty supply, but my local nail supply store. And it came with false nail beds that you can use. So the things that we're going to need for this video today in practicing is a practice hand, the false nail beds, either straight edge nail clippers. These are the best ones, not the curved ones. Small scissors. This would be used to like your stiletto shape or your coffin. It kind of helps, or even your square. It helps really well for me, at least. It'll be less filing. The nail file that I'll be using today is an 80/80 nail grit, and this file, I mean, it looks kind of used because it is. I've been using it on my practice hand, so that's what this one is for. I have a tiny bit of monomer in here. So pro tip, if you dip your tips into here and then you try to glue it on, it works better. It like helps the nails stick onto the false nail bed better. And then the nail tips that I'll be using today is these nail tips right here. I got these from Amazon. I can link them down below if you need help finding them. And then the last thing is my nail glue. I use the Marquette. I think I said that right. The Marquette nail glue. This came with a pack of press-ons that I bought, and I think I might want to include them in my application package with the press-ons that I'll be doing, and I'll show you guys that in another video. I am starting a press-on line, so let me know what you guys would like to see with dealing with that. And then yeah, so that's everything that you would need for this, you know, training session today. Get out of my way. So I'm only going to be focusing on 4 fingers, just like the basic shapes that's common, which is square, stiletto, coffin, and what I've noticed lately is tapered squared is starting to become like really major right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to practice that one while I show you guys this video. So this will be like, you know, one-on-one with me trying to figure out what the fuck, excuse my language, trying to figure out what the heck, you know, taper square is supposed to be. I kind of have a general idea by just looking at a photo, but we're just gonna wing it. If you guys have any recommendations or any tips, you can also leave them down below, because I am still learning and I'm not going to turn away any help that I may receive. So let's get into this. So I'm going to take my straight edge nail clippers and I'm just going to go ahead and cut them down. I do this because I feel like I don't know, it's just like a prep, like it was a habit. They are kind of hard to cut given that the plastic is pretty thick. Yeah, so I'm gonna just go ahead and do that. Excuse my nails, y'all. Like, my nails are just like really bad right now. We're just gonna skip it. It's like 2 a.m. I couldn't sleep, so I decided to make this video. Okay. Hi. So next we're going to file the nail beds, because you cannot stick these. It won't stick if you don't get a good roughness on the tips. So let's go ahead and do that. It don't have to be like, you know, perfect, as long as it's like rough enough for it to stick on. Like I said, don't mind my nails. I know I need a fill. I'm trying to decide if I want to take them off or if I'm gonna just get a fill. I don't know. I have them. Okay guys, sorry, I didn't realize that my phone had stopped recording. So I already did one nail, so basically I'm gonna go over and show you what I did. I took one nail tip, like I said, that you didn't hear. I go up a nail size. I use my bigger tips, that way like I save my smaller ones for when I actually have sets to do. So you go ahead and dip it in a monomer, grab your glue, go ahead and put the glue up there, and go ahead and press down on your tip. Make sure it's straight. You're just gonna hold it down. It does take a little minute for, you know, everything to like stick on and get there. And then from there, I normally blow. I really don't know if that does anything, but I do it. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and continue to do that on the other two nails. Monomer up, put our glue to the side just in case, because these nail tips love popping off. So this one that we're gonna work on right now, we're gonna go ahead and do a square. So like I said, it's whatever preference or whatever you feel comfortable with. I am going to use my little scissors. So I'm going to go ahead and just cut the sides, the excess sides off on my tips. Now mind you, these tips are C-curved. Okay, cool. They don't have to be perfect or whatever. This one can be, I guess, the tapered square. We'll put it side by side so that you guys can see. I'm still gonna go ahead and cut. Don't have to be perfect because you're still gonna file the same thing that I did there. But on a tapered square, you have to like necessarily almost make it like a little coffin. You're just gonna narrow out the bottom a little bit more. I believe that's what it looks like in like all the other videos that I watch. We're gonna pray that one comes out right. This one is going to be my stiletto, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut in a diagonal triangle vibe. Boom. And then we're gonna do this one coffin. I'm gonna just cut this one the same way like I would for a square, and then we'll shape more from there. Get this out the way. Okay, cool. So now we're gonna get the file and we're gonna start. So like I said, this one is going to be square. So when you're filing square, you're gonna wanna hold it at a 90-degree angle. But because of the fact that we're doing this, so we're gonna have to hold the tip where it meets here, and then hold, I don't know how to explain it. I wanna hold on to the tip that's going to be here because I don't want it to flick off, but I also want to hold it here. So just watch my hand as I like support the nail as I go in a 90-degree. Like you just want to be straight up against from the cuticle, go down. So you're just going to want to go like that. And then I find that when I go under the nail, it gives that evenness and sharp look. It sharpens out. See what I said? That it falls off all the time. I'm gonna put that back up there. But yeah, so we're gonna continue the same thing. You want to be doing it on the same, on both sides. So you're just gonna keep watching the shape. One thing that I am working on is trying to keep the evenness. Like I said, I just file under the bottom to get the excess off. And you just want to make sure that everything looks good. And then for the bottom, I like to hold. I normally go side to side or up and down. It's your preference on whatever works for you. I like this side to side motion to begin with, and then I finish off with the back to the side and up and down. So I kind of alternate. You want to make sure that your, like I said, your sides are even. You want to file them evenly. So boom, that's our square tip right here. I'm gonna blend in the tip just so you guys can see it better, see the shape better on what I'm doing, instead of because it's clear and then the background is kind of weird looking. So this is my square tip, put against my skin so you guys can see. Cool. So now the tapered squared is basically the same thing. Just make sure that you know your file is flush, and then I'm gonna go ahead and wipe out the bottom. But as you come down lower, right here towards the bottom of the tip, you want to come in kind of as you're doing like the coffin to give it like that narrow. So as you can see, it's gonna come down like a regular square, but the bottom, the tip is a little bit more narrow. So let's see if I can get that shape properly. So then I'm gonna come down more towards the tip. And I think I did pretty good. I'm gonna etch it out. Ooh, about to fall out. See how it turns out compared to like the when you to me at least, when you like scratch up the top and blend it in or whatever, it looks like, you know, it gives it like a better, you see more, you see what you're doing a little bit more. So this is what I would probably consider a tapered square. You can still see a little bit more. And it's not too straight either. Okay, cool. So this is my square and my tapered square. Next up, we have our stiletto. Now with the stiletto, you're just gonna follow the cut that you did. So you're just gonna hold it at a 45, I believe it will be. You can say it's like a 45. You're just gonna follow through. Same on the other side. Kind of come up to the bottom. Of course, it falls out. So now once you come down towards the bottom, you can file the tip a little bit more so you can get that pointy shape at the bottom that you want. So basically, you just keep on filing the tip to get it as sharp as you want it to go. Making sure that, you know, you keep each side evenly, and as the more you go, I don't know if you guys can see, but let me etch it out for you guys. Buff it, well, file it, put some color on it so you guys can see. Alright, cool. I think that'll work. So as I keep filing each side, the tip is getting pointier and pointier, narrow and narrow. And that's what, you know, it all depends on the client and how sharp that they want their stiletto to be. And you just keep on going. Just keep on going. Okay, that's pretty cool. So that will be like my, that little extra piece off. These are what I have so far. And then the last one, like I said, is going to be coffin. So with that, normally you're gonna cut, so remember I cut it into a square. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut like in a triangle. So I'm gonna cut this little piece off right here. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm gonna go ahead and go up and just cut off excess. So it makes my filing just a little bit easier on me and my wrist. So I'm gonna go ahead and go in. Same way in that 45, but I'm gonna start at the top and like I would do a French. I said a French. Like I would do a square, and I'm gonna hold it, and then as I get there, I'm gonna go ahead and go into that 45. So boom, like that. Got that one side, and I'm gonna go ahead back into that 90 to get the top part flush, and then as I work down, I go back into that 45. Cool. Now this is the coffin shape. I'm gonna go ahead and get it to where you guys can see the actual shape. File out the bottom. Make sure you know that's good. And then just, you know, make sure it's straight. I don't know. When I saw, I really want that shape to be there so that when I just go ahead and do my application, everything will be set and done. Cool. So guys, we are all done. These are the most common shapes that we are using today when it comes to nail sets. We have a square, tapered square, stiletto, and coffin. So if you guys have any questions on what we went over today, you can go ahead and leave a comment down below. Or, you know, I can just kind of sort of explain it to you in another video if you need more detailed. If you want to go over any other shapes, please let me know and I will try them with you guys. And if you want an application video, which most likely will be the next video, I can go ahead and do that, and we'll just use these same ones. I think I'm gonna go ahead and do another video after this, probably tomorrow, because it's already probably like 3:30, 3 o'clock in the morning, so I'm gonna go ahead and go to bed. But I'll do an application video for you guys tomorrow, so that'll be part 2. So this is part 1, shaping, and then tomorrow part 2 will be application. All right, see you guys later. Good night.